What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome to the season review of the Liverpool Career Mode Season 2. And if you want to see Season 3 begin tomorrow, smash the like button. And I'm really excited because the World Cup with Hungary is also coming up. But then in this episode I will run through all the competitions, I will look through the squad report, see all the players' individual stats and everything. And also in tomorrow's episodes, one of the episodes, I will compile the best goals of Season 2 and you guys can vote for the best 3 goals or 5 goals of Season 2, and we scored so many amazing goals. So we won the FA Cup in a dramatic cup final against Tottenham. If you haven't seen the previous episode, make sure to watch it. Also, we did really well in the other competitions except the Champions League. We won the League Cup in an emphatic 5-1 final against Manchester City, which is huge. We won the pre-season tournament against Barcelona. So effectively we won 5 trophies. The European Super Cup was won by Bayern Munich. And also I wanted to mention Chapecoense, the club which suffered this terrible tragedy. My thoughts and prayers go out to everybody affected, everybody who is connected to this team or supports this team. The whole football world was shocked, and I was actually crying when I saw some tribute videos of their road to the Copa Sudamericana final, which is the equivalent of the Europa League in South America. It's an international competition between all the South American clubs, and this club was actually in the second division just 3 years ago. They got promoted 3 years ago to the Brazil First Division. They were actually the bottom tier of Brazilian football in 2009. So they came up, they came through all the divisions and they made it in their first season actually out in the international competition, the Copa Sudamericana, and they made it to the final, knocking out some huge teams. And just as they were leaving on the plane to the final, the plane crashed. Just unthinkable terror and tragedy. My thoughts go out to everybody affected, and may their souls rest in peace. And I really hope that all the big clubs are helping them to rebuild. And it was such a great gesture to see the Colombian team, their opponents, I believe it could be San Lorenzo, but correct me if I'm wrong, their opponents in the final actually said that they should be awarded the title, the trophy, because they deserve it, and I fully agree. And what a great gesture that is. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this one of the worst sporting tragedies that ever happens. And these are the young players that I'm training. Murphy and Alexander-Arnold, who did really well against Leeds United. I think he was the man of the match in that game yesterday in real life. They are improving very nicely, and I also started training McDonald. And I thought, let's give Markovic another chance. The big question is though, should I give Divock Origi another chance next season? And in this episode you guys will decide which superstars will be signed in the summer, and also who should I sell. We won the Community Shield final against Chelsea as well, so effectively we collected 5 trophies if you count the pre-season tournament. But the biggest achievement is the Premier League trophy. I already showed you all the Premier League stats in the episode where we won the Premier League. And this will be our World Cup group. We are paired with France, Norway and Egypt. I think Norway and Egypt, they are beatable teams. We knocked Norway out in the playoffs en route to Euro 2016 in real life. And let's actually check out all the other groups for the World Cup. So in this group, probably Mexico and Belgium will advance, but Czech Republic and the Ivory Coast also have a chance. Spain will go through, and then it's anybody's guess who will go through in second place. I'm so proud to lead Hungary to the World Cup, really excited. Can we win the World Cup though? I didn't do that on FIFA 16. Brazil and maybe Switzerland will go through, but Poland are also very strong in this group. Germany and Portugal will probably go through, but Colombia are also very strong. Scotland, I'm not sure if they have any chance. The Netherlands, Ireland, Chile and United States. This is one of the group of deaths in the World Cup. Wow, what a group. And in this group probably Uruguay and Italy will go through. Argentina and Turkey look like the strongest, but Austria also have a chance. And India 1-star team, India. How did they make it to the World Cup? That's amazing. Napoli have beaten Arsenal in the Europa League final. That is amazing. And Leicester City made it to the semi-finals. They were only knocked out by Napoli. It could have been a Leicester City-Arsenal final. Valencia also made it to the semi-final. Dortmund made it to the quarterfinals. And Stoke City. So Leicester and Stoke have done brilliantly in the Europa League. And the Leicester City qualified for the Champions League in this season's tournament. Chelsea won the Champions League. Damn it! Oh, now it hurts even more that we got knocked out by Real Madrid, because Chelsea, they won the Premier League title in the first season and they won the Champions League title in the second season. Here are the FA Cup top scorers. We shared the goals around, so nobody from our team finished in the top scorers chart, but in the League Cup, Ings and Bailey have finished with 4 goals each, and that's the preseason top scorers. Not really very interesting. The Champions League top scorers chart, Eden Hazard won the Champions League with Chelsea in big part. He played a big part, and Willian also. They scored a combined 14 goals in the Champions League. That is crazy. And the Europa League top scorer award was won by Cheryshev. He scored 10 goals in the Europa League for Villarreal. And now let's run through the squad report and let's check out each and every player's stats and how much they have grown. Karius has grown by 3 ratings, which is fantastic. His goalkeeping stats, as you can see below me, have gone through the roof, and Donnarumma has also grown by 2 ratings, which is great. I won't sell any of them. We have 2 very young goalkeepers, so our goalkeeper situation is sorted for the foreseeable future. Nathan Clyne and John Flanagan, great couple of right backs for our team. And Nathan Clyne has actually been a goal scorer in this team. He scored 3 goals and got 4 assists. That is quite amazing. Matip and Lovren have been rock solid. Lovren had a big injury. Ilori hasn't grown though, so I think I might sell Ilori and promote one of the youth academy players. For example, Iamon Lynch could play as our second choice centre back. He's 19 years old and he's already 66 rated. But I could potentially sign another centre back. Some of you guys said that where I could improve is maybe centre midfield and defense. So recommend me centre backs to sign. Jorge Mere has been growing very nicely as well. And Connor Masterson, good player, good young player, is out on loan at Exeter City. Jethro Willems, another fullback who has been scoring goals. He scored 4 goals and got 4 assists this season, and his stats improved very nicely. Sam Hart, another player, a young player who I need to loan out. Joe Gomez as well has done pretty decently for us. And Moreno also scored 1 goal in the Premier League, which is very impressive. So our fullbacks in total scored 9 goals this season, which is just unheard of. That is amazing. Adam Nagy, he's a very good backup player and he will play a big part in the World Cup for Hungary. So very happy that I signed him, because now I can develop him maybe in the summer before the World Cup. Xabi Alonso, he will retire with a career which is littered with trophies, full of trophies. He won the Premier League finally with Liverpool, and that's why we signed him back. Kevin Stewart, out on loan at Crystal Palace, he has done really well. Sadio Mane, one of the players of the season, 14 goals and 7 assists. What a fantastic contribution he did. And he is now a title winner for us. Ousmane Dembele, he had a big injury, but he still bagged 7 goals and got 7 assists, which is again fantastic. And Sasha Meyer is a youth academy player who I need to develop. And Ian Murphy, look at that growth! Look at those stats. Plus 23 ball control, plus 13 dribbling, plus 22 finishing. He's a 17-year-old and he already has 87 finishing. He will play in our second team next season. That's why I might sell some of the older players. Gerrard will probably retire. Xabi Alonso will definitely retire. And also, I might sell Adam Lallana just to make way for the likes of Ian Murphy. Look at those stats, amazing. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I also will play him in the second team a lot more, because his training has gone really well. To Lazar Markovic, I need to find some playing time for him, maybe in the League Cup and in the FA Cup, and maybe against the smaller Premier League sides. I really want to test him out in pre-season, up front, on the right wing. Let's see how he does, and that way we can see whether we can keep him or sell him. Ryan Kent developing pretty nicely. Jordan Henderson, what a player, 2 goals and 2 assists, but he has been a defensive midfielder rock, just like Emre Can. He contributed with 4 goals and 3 assists. 2 of those goals came in pre-season though. Steven Gerrard, the legend, Captain Fantastic, with finally he grabbed that elusive Premier League title which eluded him in his playing career for Liverpool. But we fixed that in this career mode. So happy for him. He scored that 1 goal in that Premier League title win, and he will retire in, as you can see, his status says a player for the history books, so even FIFA knows he's a legend. And Alan, I also need to send him out on loan. He needs to play just like Cameron Brannigan. And Mahmoud Dahoud, he didn't really impress me much when he played, but his finishing keeps improving, so I think I might play him a lot more. Marco Grujic also on loan at Crystal Palace. It's interesting because both Grujic and Stewart are on loan at Crystal Palace, so I think they developed some kind of understanding. And how does Grujic have 85 finishing? That amazes me. That is incredible. And Leon Bailey, breakthrough season for him. 19 goals, 19 assists and 14 goals in 43 matches. Amazing achievement, amazing contribution. He scored more goals than I think Daniel Sturridge, who is our first choice striker. Yes, Sturridge played mostly on the right wing in that formation. Mark McDonald, another youth academy player, is improving very nicely. Christian Pulisic, another player for the future. He's only 19 years old but already has amazing stats. Shaji Ojo as well, he scored 4 goals, got 2 assists. And I'm really looking forward to developing these young players even more. So our future is sorted. I'm very worried whether the board will sell Coutinho or not in the summer transfer window. I really hope not. I really hope that Coutinho will stay at our club. Jorginho Wijnaldum, another player with fantastic contribution. And Max Meyer, I might sell him, even though he scored 1 goal. He didn't really impress me that much, and he said in the January transfer window that he wants to leave, but no club came in for him. At Adam Lallana, he won everything with us, and as you can see, his sprint speed started to go down, so maybe this is the perfect time to sell Adam Lallana, even though he's a brilliant player for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool team, and I really like him as a player. He won't get any better, and this is where we can get maximum money for him. So let me know, guys. Ultimately you will decide the fate of every player. Should I sell Lallana and bring somebody else in for his place or not? Firmino, he had a big injury, but he still scored 4 goals and 6 assists. And Marcus Wilson, another youth academy player who is on loan, just like Jamie Griffiths. And Václav Černý, I will use him as well a lot more next season. He also had a couple of injuries. And Daniel Sturridge, his goals a little bit dried up, but he's the only player who scored in each and every competition. Look at that, 6 different competitions, and Sturridge scored in all of them. And he also gave assists in all of them except the Community Shield, but that was only 1 game. So 11 goals and 13 assists. Still a huge contribution by Daniel Sturridge. And then Luis Suarez, the legend, comes back to Liverpool, wins the Premier League title, wins the FA Cup, wins the League Cup. But the big challenge is, can we win the Champions League with him? And I might have to sell him in 1 or 2 seasons. As you can see, stats go down. But do you think I should keep him next season? Let me know, because he has been amazing for us. 21 goals and 14 assists. He has been a game changer. Dennings has been fantastic as well, mainly as a substitute. He scored 11 goals and got 3 assists. That is huge contribution. Just to put that into context, he scored the same amount of goals as Daniel Sturridge this season. Emre Moore, he also had a very serious injury, but he still scored 2 goals. So very happy for him. And Taiwo Avoni, another player that I need to sell. I need to send out on loan. And Divock Origi, I might just sell him. You know, he for the 2nd season running, he didn't hit even 5 goals for us. I think that in the first season he did hit 5 goals, But in this second season, that is just terrible. 3 goals in 27 games, and he missed so many great opportunities, so many great one-on-ones. I'm not sure what to do with him. He's a very young striker, 23, 85 rated, but yeah, I might maybe give him another half a season until January. Jack Dunn also improving very nicely, and this guy, I just couldn't really play him much in many games, and he hasn't scored, but maybe I will loan him out just to develop him further. But he is growing still very nicely, he has a very good potential, so I might try him out in preseason just to see how he does. So these were the squad reports, and look at that, how many players I have suspended. So let me know, guys, what kind of players do you want me to sign, what kind of players should I sell? And before we end the episode, I wanted to run through all the other leagues and see how the other teams have done. So Sydney FC won the league in Australia, Salzburg won in Austria, Anderlecht won the Belgium league. I know that some of you guys might be interested. Southampton got promoted, and rightfully so. How did they get relegated? Normally they finish in the top 10 in the Premier League. Aston Villa also got promoted. And one of Sheffield Wednesday, Wolverhampton, Ipswich and Reading. So we will have a complete newcomer. Burnley finished in mid-table, so they couldn't get promoted either. So that's very interesting. Let's see the other English leagues. So Millwall, MK Dons got promoted from League One, and maybe Sheffield United as well. Peterborough and Plymouth got promoted from League 2. And let's see the other leagues. So Paris Saint-Germain won the French league, no surprise there. Dortmund actually won the Bundesliga ahead of Bayern. Wow! And I really like Dortmund, so that's brilliant. That's fantastic. And let's see, Juventus won the Italian league. What a title race that was! Just 1 point ahead of Inter. Napoli and Roma finished in the top 4. AC Milan finished out of the title race. And for the first time we can check the Japanese league. So that's how it finished. Mexico, let's see, the Netherlands, Ajax won the Dutch league. Shout out to all my Dutch subscribers, I know that you guys are watching my videos. Rosenborg won the Norwegian league. Legia Warsaw, my favorite Polish team, won the Poland league because one of Hungary's international striker Nikolic is playing for Legia Warsaw, and they are doing amazingly in the Champions League. That 8-4 game against Dortmund was just incredible. Porto won the Portuguese league, and Shamrock Rovers won the Irish league. CSK won the Russian league, and yeah, Scotland. Aberdeen won the league ahead of Rangers and Celtic. What? Wow! As if. Did Sir Alex Ferguson get appointed there? Wow! And I was actually at Aberdeen once on a holiday when I was 12 years old, and it's a really mad footballing city. Barcelona won the league in Spain ahead of Real Madrid. Sevilla and Atletico finished in the top 4. And let's see the other leagues. Galatasaray won the Turkish league, and the United States, the MLS league is still going on. So yeah, these were all the leagues I just wanted to share and show you that, guys. So the next episode will be cracker with the World Cup starting with Hungary, and also we will start making some big transfers very soon. Really excited about season 3 of the Liverpool career mode, and also my other career modes will be coming back probably tomorrow. I also have a transfer news video lined up later today, Liverpool transfer news video, so that will be very interesting. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. See you later. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.